In the heart of America, a mountain would become history. Deep within South Dakota's rugged and mysterious Black Hills region, four faces now watch over an entire nation. But this monument was once only silent stone. Before 1927, nothing stood here. Only raw granite stretched beneath the endless American sky. For centuries, wind and time slowly shaped its surface, until one bold sculptor imagined something truly impossible. His name was Gutzon Borglum, a visionary American sculptor. He envisioned presidents carved into stone. George Washington, the nation's founding father. Thomas Jefferson would symbolize liberty and bold expansion. Abraham Lincoln would stand for unity during division. Theodore Roosevelt, builder of modern America. Hundreds of workers arrived with determination. Heavy machinery and tools rolled across the rocky terrain. Borglum pointed toward the towering cliff, and the great carving of history officially began. Workers dangled on ropes hundreds of feet above the ground. Powerful pneumatic drills pierced deep into unforgiving granite rock. Dynamite was carefully packed inside. Then explosions shattered the mountain. Thick clouds of dust swallowed the entire mountainside. Nearly 90% of rock was removed by blasting. Slowly, a massive outline began emerging from stone. Washington's nose emerged from stone. Eyes were carved with precise care. Every hammer strike shaped a future national symbol. Exact measurements ensured perfect proportions were maintained. Even a small mistake could ruin everything. Day by day, Washington's strong face grew clearer. Fearless workers balanced dangerously on narrow scaffolding. Granite dust constantly filled the dry mountain air. Chisels refined each tiny detail of expression. Finally, Washington's powerful face stood nearly complete. America's first president was immortalized in stone. Next, workers began carving Thomas Jefferson's massive face. But unexpected cracks forced a difficult redesign decision. Explosives removed damaged rock from the mountain. Jefferson was carefully moved to a new position. Precise drilling shaped his tall forehead and profile. His thoughtful eyes slowly emerged from granite. Stone gradually transformed into a lifelike expression. Jefferson now stood proudly beside Washington. Then workers carefully began shaping Abraham Lincoln. Deep-set eyes reflected the burdens he once carried. His famous beard required extremely careful carving work. Each detail demanded patience, focus, and steady hands. Shadows gave Lincoln solemn strength. He symbolized unity during America's darkest hours. Granite captured his wisdom and determination perfectly. Lincoln stood powerfully beside his fellow leaders. Theodore Roosevelt was the final president carved. His face represented America's bold expansion and growth. His mustache required delicate precision. Even his iconic glasses were carved from stone. Sculptors carefully shaped strength into solid granite. Roosevelt's bold features slowly became fully defined. Now 4 legendary leaders shared one mountain. Together, they told the powerful story of America. Yet the journey toward completion was far from easy. The Great Depression severely limited available funding. Financial struggles constantly threatened the project's future. Harsh storms battered the exposed mountain cliffs. Danger surrounded workers every single working day. Remarkably, not a single worker lost his life. Borglum demanded absolute perfection in every detail. Every inch of granite was carefully measured. Workers trusted fragile ropes and pure courage. Granite dust covered their tired, weathered hands. Progress often felt painfully slow and uncertain. In 1941, Borglum suddenly passed away. His dedicated son bravely carried forward the vision. After 14 long years, the carving finally ended. At last, Mount Rushmore stood proudly completed, a monument celebrating democracy and national leadership. Soon, millions would travel here to witness it. 4 faces forever carved into eternity. Built through determination, sacrifice, and fearless courage, forged during one of America's hardest eras. A once empty mountain transformed into lasting memory. Granite now speaks the story of a nation, an engineering masterpiece of the 20th century. This is the legendary Mount Rushmore,